when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Check nine. Red.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And running with power here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. Loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
190.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete right around the 8. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Target. 399.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
He's got a man. Complete. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
390. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, Delta. Hey, here we go. 300.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. So we've reached halftime here in what is quick. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Rivers now. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in, already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, here we go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Williams. Williams loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st down, it's Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Red!
From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And it's caught. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And by the way, it's worth noting that the Packers are one of 3 teams that Phillip Rivers has never beaten in his long career in the league. Carolina is one, of course, his own team, the Chargers, another, and then the Packers rounding out the 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. 63. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check 24. Check 24. Check
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
You got nothing. Where's Bravo? Where's 52?
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going up top, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
50. Hey, you block over here. 52's the mic, boys. 52. That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
On 3rd down, Grant, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. You go tight. You got tight. Inside.
This is Grant. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Yeah, baby.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
We got this. We got this.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Rivers here to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. There's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Right. No.
Rodgers now on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a give right side. It's Grant. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Inside. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, I'm coming in here.
One final try now for Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.